Hi, in this video we are going to continue set up IIS, and this is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found on this web page. It is case sensitive, and the web page is already here. So we have set up IIS, so we can launch Internet Information Services Manager, IIS Manager. To make sure, we need to make sure that the server is started. So we start the server and go to our default website. We created an alias, and we can see that the files actually is in ctem my ASP.NET example 00A. So if I want to see this file, I can actually browse the virtual directory, but I will not be able to see it because the directory browsing is not enabled. So I will need to key in the exact URL, like example 000A, name of the file, then I can see the file here. But that is not really very useful. I want to actually be able to do directory browsing. That means if I key in this URL, I should be able to browse my directory. So I want to do that. Okay. So in order to do that, I have to come here and say I want to do directory browsing. So you double click on it. Remember, it's a double click, and then you say I want to. You can see that directory browsing is disabled. I want to enable it, and then you should be able to just, let me close this. You should be able to just say I want to browse this guy. You can say browse, or you can just key in this URL, and then you can go to EG000A. You can look at this. So directory browsing is enabled. If you want to say run ASPX file, I have to go to EG000B ASPX here, and I can download. I have example 001. Later we are going to create this, but now I can just use it as an example to test my server. So I'm going to do a right click, save link as, right click, remember, go to my ctem, go to the folder. I'm going to do the same for all the other files. So this actually forms a ASPX website. And then I want to see this file. Okay, the default.aspx should be able to shown. So I'm going to come here and go to example 000B and go to my default.aspx, and surprisingly, you get an error message. Okay, so something is wrong. So from the error message here, we realize that the IIS does not recognize .NET ASPX file, which is interesting because we thought that we enabled the ASPX.NET. So let's go check. Okay, so let's go to control panel, and let's check up the programs, Windows features, and check up Internet Information Services. So this is fine. And check up the application development. Oops, you realize that we did not switch on ASP.NET. So we have to switch on that one, ASP.NET 4.5. After you switch on this one, you should be able to see that you have more features available for you. Okay. So say, oh, so you go back to your control panel features and say OK. And this is going to take a while, so I'm just going to let it run, and I'm going to keep quiet because it will take a while. Okay, so the changes are done. Let me close my control panel, and magically, oh, the application is running. Yes, that's the application that we downloaded. And if you go back to the IIS manager, to close it and open it again, you will realize you have much more features available to you, including ASP.NET application. Okay, I'm not going to the details of this, you can play with it, but so now you have created a virtual directory, and you have enabled IIS, enabled ASP.NET for IIS. So now if you really want to code, actually you can, if you want to look at a code, you can actually open up Notepad++, right click on it, open up Notepad++, and look at the code. Okay, like what is the code is about. Technically, you can actually do coding using Notepad++ alone. You don't really need Visual Studio, but it will be much slower because Visual Studio has features to make your life easier. So in the next video, we are going to install Visual Studio to look at how to run this application. Okay, so this is a simple application. Let's say how much money you borrow, what's the interest rate, and how many years you borrow it, and how much you own for the future debt, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's a good place to stop. We have enabled ASP.NET. Thanks for watching.